I'm just going to do a really quick demonstration on how to draw mitered corners. I've drawn a corner here, and this is going to be my actual pattern. And decide how wide you want your facings to be folded. So I'm going to do 4 centimeters and 4 centimeters. Draw these parallel outside of your pattern, and then I'm going to measure about 5 centimeters up from this point and 5 centimeters across from this point. I've already marked slightly here, and then when you've marked these 2 points, join the line just very lightly and measure it. Mine measures 7 centimeters, and I need to draw a dot in the middle, so 3.5 and 3.5 on either side. This is my centre point. Now join the centre point to your corner of your garment, and you get this shape. Now the mitered corners are going to be these 2 pieces of facing folded in, and it's going to finish on this line. So what's important is that you mirror this shape to there with this mark. So I'm going to measure from this mirror line across to this diagonal line. Anywhere along the line is fine, so anywhere here. So I'm going to mark 2 centimeters from this line across to my diagonal line, and I'm going to make the same mark 2 centimeters on this side of the mirror line. Now join this mark to the corner and do the same to the bottom half of your facing. So again, the edge of your pattern will be your mirror line, so I need to mirror this diagonal line onto this part. You don't have to do 2 centimeters like I did, you can do 3, anywhere is fine. So I'm measuring 3 centimeters from the mirror line up to my diagonal line, and now I'm going to measure 3 centimeters from my mirror line down to my facing line. So that's there. And now I'm going to mark the corner of my pattern right across that dot, and that is your mitered corner. I'm going to cut across the edge of the pattern so you can see that it does fold into a mitered corner, and I didn't need to fold my paper pattern at all. So I'm folding along my mirror line and my mirror line. And just to show you, it fits perfectly. And that's how you draw a mitered corner without folding your paper or your pattern. And that also works if you have a shape that's not to 90 degrees in a corner. You do the same thing, mark a spot from the corner. This time I'm going to do a different measurement to 5 centimeters so you know that it works with any measurement. I'm just going to do 4 and 4. Again, join the 2 dots together in a line. Measure this line. Mine is about 6.4. So that'll be 3.2. And another thing is, if you do have a pattern master like I do, all you have to do is line this line to the corner and make sure the measurement on either side matches where it crosses the fold lines. So I'm going to do about 3.2, mark the centre spot, and line this up with the corner. So now I'm going to draw my facing, and this time I'm just going to do 3 centimeter facing instead of 4. It works for any measurement. And again, the edge of your pattern is your mirror line. So I'm mirroring the diagonal line onto my facing. I'm going to measure at 3 centimeters. 2.5, 2.5. And this is my mitered corner. Also, if you want a facing that is wider on one side and narrower on one side, this also works. Just sketch in your line first. So if I do 5 centimeters on one side and I want to do just 2 centimeters on the other edge, draw in where you want the facing to finish rather than the actual facing. So this is just a marker of where you'd want it to finish. Make sure these 2 points match and then line up the 2 corners together. So you want this to be the finishing product. Now I'm going to draw the actual facing. So 5 centimeters on this side, 2 centimeters on this side. And I want to mirror that mark because that is the corner of this side to here. So I'm making sure that this is level. So from my mirror line to the point is 5 centimeters. So I need to mirror that on the mirror line to that side is also 5 centimeters. Just need to join these two and do the same here. Just to mirror that dot under here. So ignore these lines now. These are your facings. That is your fold line, also the edge of your original pattern, and these will be folded in to match perfectly. It also works if your pattern is narrower than a 90 degrees. So I did the same thing here, drew a line down the middle, mirrored that to here, and mirror that to here. And that's how you draw a mitered corner.